But my chat didn't come up. There it is. Alright. I don't know what's going on. Hopefully that's good. If it's not good, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to tell you. Okay. What's up, Leon? And the TTS is not working because Leon said hi. And I didn't hear hi from Leon. Why didn't it work? Alright. Leon, thank you for liking the live. I appreciate it. For me, IT wasn't my mainstream, so you're a while back I could talk. Okay, that's really strange because you just said that. And my thing is supposed to be working. And it's not working. What is going on? Oh, okay. Professional voices marked with star are currently disabled because you have reached a daily limit of 100 uses. You can upgrade to Takefinity Pro for unlimited use. Okay, that's what it is. Okay, so I just need to get rid of the professional voices. What is it? Just like random voice. Okay. Okay, so this should do it. I had it on random voices, and I guess you only get 100.
Labubu?
There we go. Let me guess. I haven't even looked at TikTok Studio. And there's only one person that calls me Labubu, and that's Mad Titan David. Let me see if I'm right. Let's see. Huh. Test. Who said Labubu? Labyrinth? Maybe you have only community members on. No, I don't. Alright, somebody said Labubu. The only person that does that is Mad Titan David. I don't have anybody on Restream. Yeah, okay.
Labubu.
That is so weird. So Harout is saying Labyrinth, and the voice is saying Labubu. What? What? How does that make sense? It doesn't make sense. Oh, and Leon, yeah, I remember. I remember that you had that problem that the TTS doesn't work for you. And I don't know exactly what it is about your account that it just doesn't work. And it's really strange that Harout...
I am saying Labubu, I am not saying Labyrinth.
It's coming out as Labubu, though. That is so strange. Well, today is a day for bugs. I'll try to stay inside. Okay. Could be one of those curse days. And, yeah, see? Because guess what? I was going to stream Warframe this morning. I loaded it up. And I couldn't. It was bugged out. Oh my god, look at my... Why is there two of me? What is this? I'm looking in the portrait mode. What? Landscape's fine, but portrait has double double vision here. Oh, Soulframe was on? What? Guys, definitely today is a cursed day. That is going to be full of errors. I'll try not to go out. I don't want my tire to blow out, my transmission to end up in the shitter just magically. I'll try to stay. I'll try to stay at home, try not to do too much today. Okay. Let's see if we can play Warframe without any random bugs. Today seems to be a day for bugs. The gremlins are out, guys. The gremlins are out. Okay. So what am I doing? Very simple. So I'm making some frames in order to train weapons. Okay? That's what I'm doing. So, Excalibur here. He is going to be the frame that I'm going to use to rank up all my swords. That's what I'm going to do. As a matter of fact, I'm not even going to use Exalted Blade, and I shouldn't. Because if I'm using Exalted Blade, I'm not using the actual sword. So, let's see. I don't know what helmet's ability to give him.
Morning.
Good morning, Cross Guerrero. Darts, thank you. Thank you for the gift. Appreciate it. Little rose right there. Thank you. Okay. We're gonna upgrade this katana.
Excalibur, I've seen Wrathful Advance and Gloom are best.
I don't got Wrathful Advance, unfortunately. Man, I have a lot of stances, huh? 3 stances? Jeez, Nevis.
Gloom is great as well.
I do have Gloom. We'll see. And you know what? I'm gonna change the helmet. You see that effect? That he looks like he has something on his head? You see that? I don't like that. I'm gonna have to change it. I like this helmet, but not like this. Maybe I'll use that. I like the skin because of the gradient, you know? It's like an alien dinosaur.
Oberon is my new main law.
Ha ha ha, look at this guy. Well, I was using Oberon before the rework, so... I was using Oberon before Oberon became cool.
Yeah, well, you've been playing forever.
Nah, just 4 years.
I've had him before he was cool, never used him lol.
Shit, this doesn't look bad either. Look at that. Look at this. I don't know. I kind of dig that. I don't know. When are we gonna get Gemini helmets, damn it?
My main used to be Excalibur Umbra.
Love Excalibur Umbra. That's too clean. I like the scales. Okay, we'll work with this. We'll make this white. There you go. There you go. Okay. This game was a gift, you know, so I appreciate it. Appreciate the gift. I already forgot who it was. They gifted it to me. Okay. So we're gonna compare stances, so let's go ahead and do that.
I'm about to mow the yard and clean the house, so I'll see y'all later.
Alright, man. Good luck touching grass. It's always good. Touch some grass. As a matter of fact, I'm leaving in about half hour to go get lunch.
Thoughts on Oberon rework? I touch grass every Saturday.
Overall rework is good. I like it. There's only one thing that I don't like. They replace his grass. He no longer spreads grass. He only spreads ferns and flowers.
Can you prime with melee?
Yeah, you can prime with melee. Don't you know that Warframe is highly customizable? Highly customizable. Whoa, is that a kick?
You got any prime sets for sale?
I don't. I don't have prime sets for sale right now. But you can go to my Discord and you can post on the quest board looking for prime sets. Alright. Let's try the other stances. I can't believe I have so many stances for this. Incredible. That's Blind Justice. Let's go Decisive.
I built my Cedo to do magnetic and toxic with primary blight and my melee to do rad and viral.
Very nice. Oh, what did I tell you guys? Today is a day for bugs. All the gremlins are out. Look, I'm stuck on this screen. Dude, today is a curse day, dude. I'm even afraid to go driving to go get my lunch. Okay, because maybe my car will just break down. Oh my god.
That happens to me a lot.
Dude. I tried to play Soulframe and there were bugs. There's bugs everywhere.
Have a good day.
Hey, see you later. Have a good one. Next stance. Tranquil Cleave.
Imagine stopping a game BC there's bugs. Like pick a different hobby.
Well, I couldn't play Soulframe because the Nightfold was bugged. If I would go to the Nightfold, the game will freeze. Damn. I don't know. I think I found my stance. I like this. I like it. Where is this? This is a captura. A captura that you get after you finish a certain quest that I'm not going to tell you because you need to finish your quests and your missions.
What do you think of Nako?
Yeah, Knuckles good. I think having a fun frame was really needed. You know, having a fun frame was really needed. Something that is more, yeah, you know, it's powerful enough, okay, for people to use it, but it's sort of like fun. You know, I think that
He's
was
a pain to farm.
necessary. Just put it on public. Just put it on public and join the other sweats and then do your best to farm it, you know? That's what I would say. Hmm.
Yeah, I do that, but I get one piece of Nako every 900 years.
Unfortunately, that's the nature of this game. I don't like it. I don't like the farming. What I like in my games is adventure. That's what I'm into. I want adventure.
Yeah, me too.
You know, adventure is really important. In this game, most of it is grinding and farming. And as a matter of fact, I was thinking maybe I should only play Warframe when there's like a new quest, and like go play some other stuff because I was thinking. I mean, I like tinkering, and this game has plenty of that, plenty of tinkering. But for example, Elden Ring has all three. Elden Ring has grinding and adventure and tinkering. You know, you can test out builds and things like that. Warframe, I think, is lacking in the adventure department, you know. And I think the game depends too much on these farmers. You know, like Pablo is getting slaughtered in social media, on Twitter, because people don't like the changes to damage attenuation because they can no longer one-shot certain enemies. And the farmers, I think the farmers are toxic to this game. They want to one-shot everything. They want to do everything as soon as possible. And if they can't, then they send death threats to the head programmer.
Like those fake stalkers in SP.
Yeah, the acolytes for the stalkers, yeah. So they only want to get the most they can with the least time possible. They don't care about adventure, they don't care about enjoyment, they don't care about flow, nothing like that. You know? And I think it's a big problem. You know?
I used to one-shot those, and now I have to fight them for 5 minutes.
Well, the thing is, I think the deeper problem is that they only apply difficulty in terms of damage, right? In terms of how much damage it takes to take down enemies. They don't. DE is like a one-track mind. when it comes to difficulty with enemies. It's like the only way that they're more difficult is that they do more damage and then they take more damage. Okay? They take more damage to destroy. They don't pay attention to speed. They don't pay attention to intelligence, enemy intelligence. They don't pay attention to, more of a combat element system, right? Everything is just, it does more damage and it takes more damage to take down, and then they don't want to change that. In my opinion, that's the big problem. Okay. So to give you an example, the Jackal. The Jackal's like a big robot, right? Okay. Why would the Jackal take toxin damage or viral damage? He's a big fucking robot. That shit doesn't make sense, right? So if you go to games like, for example, like Pokemon, ground attacks are not going to affect flying Pokemon. They're just immune. So you gotta build the right thing for certain enemies. Same thing in Elden Ring, Some bosses are immune to sleep. Some bosses are immune to poison. Some bosses are immune to fire, to burn.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But DE wants to be like, okay, we need to make, like, it's almost like they're trying to take the path with least brain cells. Okay, we need to make this really hard. What are we going to do? I know, have it absorb more damage. Let's come up with this thing called damage attenuation in order to slow down the rate in which people kill bosses. Don't worry about speed, intelligence, setups, anything like that. And it becomes really arbitrary. Okay? Like, for example, I just found out that the operator doesn't count as a squad mate or as an ally when it comes to buffs.
Yeah, stop doing deep Archimedia, cause bosses and stuff takes too long to kill.
I don't mind it takes too long to kill. I don't mind that. For example, look. In Elden Ring, there's a boss duo called the God Skin Duo. It's a skinny guy and a fat guy. Okay? Well, they're vulnerable to sleep. So if you have your sleep pods, okay, boom, they fall asleep, and you can shred them really fast. And then when they wake up, boom, put them to sleep again. You can't do that with other bosses, right? Other bosses are resistant to sleep. But that's just an example. I don't care that you one-shot the boss. What I care is how the difficulty is applied. So the difficulty with TE is like, we want one boss for everything. People don't have to change their setups in order to defeat the boss, kind of like with the Godskin Duo. That you need, you don't need sleep. You can just raw dog it and brute force it if you want. Okay, you can just use parries and shit. Or in Pokemon, okay, you have Gyarados, right? Like flying water. Okay, one thunder, boom, one shot the Gyarados. I don't mind that. Because you change the right setup in order to surpass the problem. Because the boss, the difficulty is like a puzzle, right? Well, what should I use on this boss? But in Warframe, the combat element system, the matching system, is very weak.
Yeah, but Elden Ring is fun cause of the combat system. Warframe bosses and stuff are boring.
They're boring because that's the way that they're approaching it. They're approaching it from the they're approaching it through the method of make this thing do more damage and then take more damage from the player. That's the only way that they're doing that. In Elden Ring, like, certain bosses are more vulnerable to parrying. If you parry, that boss is gonna be like arbitrary. Okay? Certain bosses are immune to certain damage types, bludgeon or thrust, okay, or bleed or magic. But here, you don't see a whole lot of that. Okay, that's why the weaknesses, okay, for each enemy, it's the same as every faction. Oh, Corpus. All right, puncture and magnetic. Okay. Oh, and de facto toxin. Toxin is de facto just because Corpus naturally have low health. But then it's like, well, why is a robot taking toxin damage? Why can't you put a robot to sleep? It should be, hey, what's up, Fade? They should be immune to that shit. And bosses should be no different. They need to have certain immunities, and you need to figure out certain setups in order to get the, like the one-shot setup or whatever. Okay? You need to do like certain things in order to surpass a boss or the enemy or whatever it is. See? That's a difference. But I mean, they'd say that they don't want people AFKing, but then they don't want to work on their enemy AI. So how do you AFK? You pick a spot.
I need to go farming plat.
All right. You pick a spot, okay? During survival or something, okay? And then the enemies will rush you, and when they come in, you kill them. You can set up sort of like a kill zone. Here's the problem. Why are the enemies still rushing into the kill zone after it's obvious that it's a fucking kill zone? Why are they not keeping their distance and then shooting from afar? They're still rushing in. So that to me doesn't make any sense. Okay? But here's the thing. Working on enemy AI is more difficult.
Needs to work on AI and combat system.
Yeah, but you know what, they don't do it because it's difficult. You know what's hard, you know what's easier? To go into the code, okay, and give the enemies more damage, more health, more armor, because all you have to do is change a number. See what I'm saying? Working on AI is really hard. Making the enemies into damage sponges is easy because all you have to do is change the number values. So this whole problem that they're getting with damage attenuation is a result from their own game design policies, which are not very good.
Also, I would like more variety in build making, like letting me choose the ability I want to subsume.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I was thinking, you know, that just make all the abilities being able to be subsumed, just all of them. Just take care of the cost. You know, you can do one Warframe. You know, subsume one Warframe for passive abilities. 2 Warframes.
But with passives.
Yeah, 2 Warframes for first abilities. Maybe 4 Warframes for second. 8 for third, and 16 for 4. But I'm not sure how they would implement that, because the helmet system cannot keep track of, or maybe they could implement it, you know, just have them keep track of how many Warframes you subsume as a qualifier, you know. Okay, I gotta go. I gotta go get my lunch. You know what? I'm gonna leave it here. This looks super epic. See, this is what I like from Warframe. You see this? This is adventure. Okay? But the game is focused on farming, you know. And I don't know, guys. I might have to just leave Warframe just for when they have quests and stuff.
If only that was explorable.
Oh, I know. You see how you wish this was explorable? That's the call to adventure. You know. And I think it's much more powerful than the call to farm. It's like, oh, I want to farm so I can get plat, you know, so I can sell it for money, you know. So, but anyway, all right, I gotta go get my lunch. Actually, hold on, I might not have to go. Maybe it's not ready. I gotta confirm. Never mind.
What Nikana is that?
She texted me. It's ready. I'm gonna go get my delicious food. Nikana, this is the regular Nikana. What Nikana is that? Regular ass Nikana. That's what it is. But anyway. All right, guys.
That was a different one for some reason.
Yeah. It's cool still. I'm about to rank it up to 30. And I'm going to do it on solo. I'm not going to do it with, you know, affinity share. I'm not going to do it with that.
Technology has advanced, damn.
I'm going to earn my 30 levels, okay, with all my weapons and warframes. I'm going to earn them. And I'm going to do it by playing it solo and leveling it up solo.
I'm a Siam person myself.
Oh, I will do Siam too. I got a level 0 Siam. Anyway, all right, guys. So I will see you maybe like in 30 minutes to an hour. I'm gonna go get my
At
lunch.
Venom 4587 Siam, it's so fun.
All right, guys. See you soon. Thank you for being here. And if I don't see you, have a great weekend. Bye-bye.
At most used sword.